You know, every time you step off the truck in Africa, it's dangerous. We're in dangerous game country. But this one time I was filming some elephants for some B-roll and just really getting out there and doing some tight cutaways of their feet. And this one elephant I was filming, I had really tight on his feet and I could see the steps as he was going, and it was absolutely amazing footage. I realized that he was actually in Musth, and a Musth elephant is probably one of the most dangerous you can ever have. You'll see the sweat lines dripping down, and you'll obviously see some obvious signs of him sexually excited, which makes him all that more scary to be around and more dangerous to be around. And I kept watching and kept zooming out, and all of a sudden the camera wouldn't zoom out anymore, and I realized that at this stage he's too close for me to do anything. And one of the worst things you can do with an elephant that close is to run or to make sudden movements, because at that stage you're dead. He's gonna take you out. So I had pretty much no other option other than to stay exactly where I was, and fortunately I kept rolling. And I picked up some pretty incredible footage. You know, as he approached, I managed to get the camera right up underneath, filming from underneath an elephant. I'm probably one of the only guys that have done it ever on a wild elephant. And he took his ivory and just hit the camera down, but not in an aggressive way. It was more of an inquisitive, to try and find out who and what I was and why I was in this path of his and what was going on. He tapped the camera a couple of times. You'll hear the clank of the sound of the camera going, and decided, no, he couldn't figure out with his ivory, so he was going to grab me with his trunk a little bit, and I'm going to hold, I'm holding the camera in one hand and I'm trying to push his trunk off with the other. And at this stage now, I'm trying to buckle down a bit because his ivory has pushed me right down. So again, focused on his feet. He still couldn't figure out who I was. I sure as heck knew exactly who he was. But he decided to take me and just move me out the way. And he could have taken his trunk and crushed me. He could have dangerously moved me out the way. He could have hurt me. But he decided just to place his foot behind me and just sweep me gently out the way. I tell you what, my heart has never raced as fast and probably never will race as fast as that.